Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we this evening? I hope you've all had a good start to your weekend. I am streaming tonight because I can't stream tomorrow night and I didn't stream last night. So I've sort of gone midway. So yeah, no stream tomorrow night because I'm streaming tonight. Jesse Stapleton, welcome along. The Loma Ranger, welcome along. Mr. Potato, welcome along. Average Viking, thank you very much for resubscribing at tier 1 for your 34th month. You sir are awesome. Father Karen 13, welcome along. I have backed up my copy of Alma, Missouri, and I have updated the map. We will see if this causes a ton of problems. Several videos out there saying you don't have to. Recommended, but you don't have to. So we'll see if this messes everything up. We'll see if we have any problems. But I'm fingers crossed I'm not going to. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, I think we're going to crack onto it because I started half an hour later than I wanted to. So let's head over to here and get in. Right. So everything looks okay. My growth all looks good. Yeah, I think we're all right. So we do have some work to do. I'm doing well, thank you, Mr. Potato. It's been a tough couple of days. So there was something I was talking about a couple of days ago that I said, oh, I'm not going to talk about that until I had a little bit more information things. So just let you guys know, my dad is back in the hospital. He's had to have another operation. So he's going to be in there a while, and another reason for me not having any videos out much at the moment, I don't think I need this tractor, is that I'm going to the hospital on a fairly regular basis. Is this a cult road? Is that what I want for this? Where's what I got? So I'm looking for mulchers. The horse cult road 12 takes 270 horsepower. I think this is not enough horsepower in this tractor. I think we need more horsepower. Oh no, this one will just do it. I think I'll take the bigger tractor. I think rather than struggle with this is not the tractor that I planned for this. You started to hear about that because, yeah, it's the ongoing stuff. He's had to have a fairly major operation, and he hopefully is going to be all right. There we go. Right, where's the other tractor? I think we left it out here. We will probably get to cutting grass, I think, as well. And I might go for the direct pallet off the grass this time. Seeing as the big boy is quite, or the big Roy is quite useful for that. Kind of need a bigger modern tractor. Thank you, Jesse. Hey, Devil's Man, welcome along. What I want to do is mulch the field that we have just harvested. We can turn it round fairly quickly, that'd be good, but what I'm going to turn it round into, I don't know. I think we might. I want to plant wheat, but this is not the field I want to plant wheat in. Right, we want longest edge, which is, I think the longest edge is going to be that way. So steering assist. Let's see what 35 looks like. Nope. Five, 105. Hey, 115 is not good, so I think we want to go at 90 and use this bottom edge as our longest edge. Okay. Hey, Tobias, welcome along. I've also got a little bit of lower backache this evening, which is very uncomfortable. Right. Hello, a big boy gaming 89. Welcome along. I what? What do you mean I don't have access to this land? Oh, it's reset what land I own. The update has reset what land I own. Right, we need to sell 9. Because it's changed the... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sell those 2. Buy that. Yes. Okay, and then we're going to have to... No. Right, I'm going to have to go and edit the file. So, 2, 3, and 4 we need to add to what's owned. So let's quit out of this. I'm just going to go and alter the save file. So, farmland. So 2, 3, and 4 owned by us, and 8 and 9 aren't. And 39. I don't know if 39 was owned by us. I'll give this a try. We'll go test this. Yeah, so I did the update immediately before I came on and have not tested any of this. So this might work or it might go horribly wrong. What steering wheel do I use? The Hori Farm Vehicle Control System is the one I have. Tobias? Hey, Andy the Farmer 1975. Welcome along. Right, let's try this again. I think it may still be slightly wrong. I have got a backup of my save game, so if this all goes horribly wrong tonight, we'll be able to roll things back at the very least. But let's try this again. If all that's different is the farmlands, that'll be fine. I think it was something weird like we owned 39 as well, so oh, I know how to compare this. I'll go and have a look at my backup. Oh no, my backup won't tell me because the reason why it's redone it is because the farmland IDs have changed. Right, let's have a look. So 2, 3, 1, and 4, and 39, which is the main farm area there. That's correct. So those are the farmlands we should own. Perfect. Right. Okay. Let's go jump in this tractor. What map is this? This is Alma, Missouri. And this is the updated version that we're running tonight. I made this mistake before. We don't want this tractor. We want this tractor. If this update works, that will be fantastic. I think we may have lost some of our groundwork stuff as well. Some of our retexturing might have gone to, but we'll check that in a bit. No, it looks pretty much okay, actually. Uh, 90 degrees. Okay, right. We'll head up to the top corner and start getting this mulched. Oh, I'm feeling very warm under my studio lights tonight. On your Twitch schedule, it said you were meant to be streaming at 8:30, but it didn't happen. I need to check my streaming, my schedule, George. I mean, today I'm streaming because I meant to be streaming yesterday, but I couldn't, and I meant to be streaming tomorrow, and I can't. So I'm streaming today because I can't do either of the other two. I will. So my next stream will be Wednesday, but I will make sure my stream schedule is updated. Because I don't update that often enough, and I should do. 5M Maxi, what microphone have I got? I have a Blue Yeti. Is the microphone I have. Have I seen the working cabs in Mercedes DLC? I haven't. I need to go and check out all the footage that's been coming out from the Mercedes DLC, but I have honestly been a bit distracted the last couple of days, so haven't really been able to look at the stuff coming out of Gamescom. I have seen that people are pretty excited about the stuff coming out of Gamescom, so yeah, it seems like we might be getting some nice upgrades with the next DLC, which will be fantastic. With an audio mixer, no, USB, straight USB. I do all my audio mixing through OBS. What happened with Silver Run Forest? Silver Run Forest, I have basically, what happened is real life, in all honesty, Tobias. I started work at a new job and I ran out of time to make as many videos a week. I am still short on time, hence the lack of videos in general recently. So I think that might continue for a little bit longer as well. Hey Joint DK, welcome along. My trouble actually recently is my videos have not been doing very well, so I need to work out how I'm going to rework things so things work better. Gamescom is on now, George. Gamescom is currently running in Germany, which is why there's a lot of news coming out. We need to drop down gear. What's the gear for this? 11 seems pretty good. Getting us up to full pelt. Started my Alma save now doing 5 million class farm. Nice. I said I have just updated the map, and other than changing a couple of little bits, I've not had to do much else. I mean, I've had to change which lands I own, but all my fields seem to be stable. We'll see when we move across to the next day. So once we've got this field mulched, we'll move across to the next game day, and we'll see if my crops continue to grow. If they don't, well, if they do, then that's all good. I'm hoping it's not going to have... It doesn't seem to be having any issues with straw harvest, which is good. Because that did worry me a little bit. Oh yeah, we can begin to see the tram lines that we got in this field. Happy birthday, Thefisherj. I hope you've had a fantastic day, my friend. That's not a position. That's a decent position. You can all see what's going on. I'm considering reworking my screen to maybe, I don't know, considering shrinking the farm sim game and doing a border or something, or there's not many people who do that, but I feel like my overlay at the moment covers quite a bit of the game, and I'd like to incorporate some other bits. Yes, an expensive one as well. Went to a steakhouse. Oh, very nice. But I kind of feel like not enough of my gameplay is visible at the moment, or my overlay covers bits. I want to simplify things a little bit, I think. But I don't know. Half tempted. You know what? I'm actually half tempted. Go and see what some of the big streamers do. See what some of the other streamers, how they're... Because I think there's a lot of streamers these days are basically cutting things back a lot. Are having much more minimal overlays. But I still like the idea of, because the one nice thing about the vertical stream is there's my camera, then there's the gameplay, then there's the wheel cam, and none of them overlap each other. Much as I like the steering wheel cam, maybe it's better to lose that. How do you use conveyors to get silage out of the bunker? You need the pickup conveyor, which isn't available. I don't think conveyor is available base game, is it? I don't use conveyors very often. Where are they? Yeah, belt systems. Yeah, this one. So this is the one that picks everything up off the ground. So you need that one first. And then you want this one next to it. So you attach it onto that bit there and then use this to load it up. We have the money this time, we could do that, but I quite like using my wheel loader. Here we go. Okay, got the other one right beside that one. Fantastic. Yeah, the other one is an extender, which allows you to you know, you can put that between the two to extend it out and create a longer conveyor belt. But yeah, you need the one next to it in order to actually get some height to unload. I need to lean back and I got a little bit of pain in my hip tonight, and leaning back hurts with that. But the trouble is, if I'm leaning forward like that all the time in my stream, I'm gonna end up in pain. So I want to try and avoid that. I have a feeling at the moment I'm going to hit myself in the stomach with my my steering knob. Hey, Sim Guy, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. I had a night away last night with my wife, which is why I wasn't streaming last night. There we go. And then up and around. Let's see if we can time this right. Yeah, that's close enough. Are they just playing on Alma? Nice. I have updated it. I have updated it without doing anything to my save game other than changing the land ownership with the save to correct it. And it seems to be okay. We'll see what happens. But it seems at the moment to be okay. I thought it was funny. I was using a similar mulching setup in my own game at the moment. Love these versatile tractors. They're really awesome. Jorima. Yeah, I'm loving these tractors. I mean, my whole thing on Alma was to have a play with this DLC, and it's a great DLC. Absolutely fantastic. What's the thing to the left of my right? What, this or this? So this is the shuttle So that's the back and forwards, and this is the ignition key that came with the collector's edition. So I can turn my tractors on and off with that. But yeah, that's the shuttle. So I can go forward and reverse, and I can control the gears with the buttons on the side. So I'll ask you on release day. I'll ask again. How's the new DLC? I'm loving this DLC, Hoggy. This DLC is fantastic. I've had a ball doing what? We're up to the 22nd stream, I think, on Alma, playing with this DLC, and it's fantastic. It really is. Family's doing okay. Some guy, my dad's back in hospital again, unfortunately. So I was sitting with him in hospital yesterday and today. But otherwise, everybody else is doing well. So it's actually added that's different. Also, sorry to thank you. So what's different about this DLC is that it adds in. I think the nice thing about this DLC is the versatile brand mainly that it adds. Beyond what else you can pick up from from mods and things, there isn't a huge amount, but I do like the versatile brand. I do like the the classic tractors, so the big versatile and forged tractors, and the big Roy is so much fun to use. It's a really strange tractor. There's no real gameplay stuff that it adds. So there's nothing, if you're looking for new gameplay stuff, I don't think there's any gameplay bits that are in this DLC. But the tractors it adds, I'm really liking the versatile tractors. They are nice bits of kit. I think I'm using one of the cultivators on here as well. So yeah, I'm using the Ford 1156. The versatile 275 and the versatile Big Roy, which is a lot of fun to use. I've also got a versatile Nemesis on here too. Oh, and I got the international truck that came in this DLC. We've got the auger wagon for this DLC, and I think the cultivator isn't the DLC cultivator because none of the tractors I got can run it or could run it. I actually could get it now. I have the with the Big Roy, I have the power to do that. Hey, Steam fan, I'm good, thank you. It is a DLC that you could take or leave, definitely. But I like it. I like the tractors it's got. I like the stuff that's in it. Need some new tractors, getting bored of most of the standard ones. Play on PC, but my friends play on Xbox, so it can make the mods a bit awkward sometimes. Yeah, I think, I mean, one of the big draws for me is Ford. I'm a massive Ford fan. I love that there are Ford tractors in the game, even if the way they've done it doesn't mean that the license can be used on console, unfortunately. But yeah, I do like the Ford tractors. Kitties, well, yeah, kitties are all good. They're happy. They were very happy to see us when we got home this morning. Hey, H3 Johnson, welcome along. I've had an okay weekend. I spent... So last night I spent the night at a local hotel with my wife. We basically got away for the night because it was her birthday this week. And then, yeah, and that was really lovely. We had a fantastic time, amazing food. We were in this, we had our own little sort of garden house to ourselves with our own sauna and our own sauna and our own jacuzzi, which was fantastic. Afternoon Gamer 1, welcome along. Hello to you. Yeah, uphill this is struggling a little bit. Not too badly, but to a point where we could probably drop down a couple of gears maybe. No, it seems to be about the same sort of... No, that's not happy now that I dropped down. Let's get back up. We can get to 20,000 revs. I'll throw it back up to 11. You made me want to play now. I'm going to jump on your server. Thank you, H3. Yeah, no, it was a good night away. Although the wine was a little strong, and I maybe didn't sleep as well as I could have. Which I think is why I'm a little bit tired today. Itch in my ear, ow. Imagine VF having one of those Welker Farms tractors on this map to join his other big tractors. I could do it. The big buds are available. During that, I always like having an extra 100 horsepower than what the implement wants for hills. So I've got a 335 HP on this implement. Maybe that's why this one's struggling. This is a 270. This has got enough horsepower to pull this implement. I mean, I could put one of the bigger tractors on it, and they would pull it with no problem at all. And this one is not doing too bad. Hey Isaac, welcome along. We're on their new Big Bud Kitta 700 and Demco grain cart to match. Yeah, I saw that. That is a beast of a setup. I've been in and out of FS community, played all the games since 2013. This is my biggest year yet, I think. I'd like to see No Man's Land return for Crossplay. No Man's Land returning would be nice. The last thing I heard was Alien Jim wasn't making maps for FS25, unfortunately. Which is a pity because he does awesome maps as Alien Jim. But it is one of those realities with Farm Sim that not every modder will do every version of the game. So, yeah. Struggling a little bit up this hill. But drop it down a couple of gears and we're fine. I didn't even bat an eyelid when I went up 2 gears when we hit the top. Yeah. I think this should be our last row before the headlands. FSB doesn't get pested out of modding. I hope FSB doesn't get pested out of modding. I really hope he doesn't. Because he makes some of my favorite maps as FSB. Hey, Racing Sim Guy, welcome along. I am part of the community meetup team for Llama. I am, but I'm a little bit more on the fringes of it. I'm helping out where I can. But yes. Yeah, I'm part of the group doing the Llama meetup. Now that was a headlands, so we want to do the headlands. I say, but then again, the map I'm playing on is perfectly flat, so don't need the extra horsepower. Who do I suggest from suggestion for merch idea? If you want to send it over to me, Sim Guy, I'll be happy to share it with everybody. Yeah, drop it over to me and I'll pass it on. Hey GD, welcome along. How you doing, my friend? I hope you've had a good start to your weekend. Discord's okay, yeah. Send it over on Discord and I'll pass it along. Nope. Good people of the VFN, go check out Gamer Dragon if you aren't already. That is not on course. Of course, finished, that's why. My pleasure. Yeah, no longer in your 20s, Thefisherj. Thanks, been recording 7. Oh, nice. Oh, I look forward to that, GD. At some point I'm gonna get back in the right frame of mind to actually record videos. Just not been there for the last 2-3 weeks. we are. That means we should finish down this bottom corner, which is perfect. But pretty sure I have socks older than you. Oh. No, I definitely have socks older than Thefisherj. Yeah. Oh, hell I do. Stuff I first took with me to university? Definitely. Rattling around in various places in my bedroom. That's interesting. Oh, there is a kink in the field there. That's not as straight as I thought it was for this edge. Oh, GD, you've just made me feel really old. I always feel really old, so you're welcome. Yeah, while I was out of work, I had to keep reminding myself that I was still in my 40s. I had to keep reminding myself that I wasn't 50 yet. Because getting that many rejections, it very much felt like, oh, you're not hiring me because I'm old. Thank you, Sim Guy. Not sure what to make of your kids talking about me. Oh my God, don't. My kids talk about me being old. The moment my kids talk about themselves being old, I think that is gonna give me a proper kick in the teeth. I mean, you and GD being... Oh, really? Oh, dear, Jesse. You're not that much older than me. Yeah, that's... I'll be 50 in 18 months? No, 20 months. No. Yeah, 20 months. Dreamer, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the VFN. My daughter's the same age as Thefisherj. That's how old I'm. Oh, I am fortunate in that I became a father older than most, and therefore, yes, there are some people who were grandparents at the time when I became a parent. Thankfully, my children may be 10, but I'm going to be properly old by the time they're 30. $15 years older? 15? Really? Jeez. I didn't think you're that much older, Jesse. Oh, I don't know. I'll knock at the door. I'll be right back. Late 50s here. It's 56 when I retired 6 years ago. Wow. 14 years then. It was all right. It was actually a very valid question. He wanted to know if the chickens were still out. But I've already put them away in their hutch, so, or in their runs, so they're good. Not to worry about. We've almost got this field done, which is great. I don't think that grass is fully grown yet. That's still shorter than the grass beside it, so that's not fully grown yet. So we need to go another month before we cut the grass. It's weird. I've got a spreadsheet of every tractor I've got installed and its horsepower. I'm very particular about what horsepower I got, which is good. Yeah, nothing worse than going to pull a piece of machinery and finding that the tractor isn't quite up to the job. I've had that a couple of times. But actually, that's the reason why the slightly unrealistic Big Roy is set up to the pellet maker, because it's the only tractor we've got that's really capable of pulling it. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a PTO, so ideally I need to get a more powerful tractor with a PTO to pull that. But first, I want to buy a new field, which is what we're aiming for, which we should do by the end of the year. There we go. JD8R would do it. Yeah, but I want to try and get something from the DLC, and there's only one tractor from the DLC that will do it. So we are going to have to get another big tractor, and we're probably going to have to get rid of the Big Roy to do it. The tractor that I think, looking at the big stuff, the only tractor that has a PTO and goes to the horsepower we need is this, the Delta Track. But it is 495,000. Sorry, 419,000. 500 and yeah, the most powerful to replace the Big Roy is gonna be that one. Oh, well, actually, no, that one there would do it. It's only 17 horsepower down. And if we put the broad crawler tracks on it, it would do the job. 504,000. We could conceivably sell our small tractor and do it, maybe. And get it second hand. But it's going to cost us 200,000 to get that second hand. Right. Turn this off. What do we have left to do on our farm? Yeah, because this is the field I want, which is 487,000. So those two fields are... So that field is now fully done. We probably want to move on to the next day because we've not got anything else to do. Do the sheds open up? Yes. Yeah, they do. Right. Leap. Now we get to see if the crops grow when we with the new map setup. Oh, we need to go and deal with the wool. Right, yeah, there you are. Yeah. We're full. Need to remember to do this at the end of every day. Great demand at pallet sell point. What is the great demand for? Is it for wool? No. Is it for goat's milk? No. Okay, so none of the things that we have available to sell right now. Now, one of the advantages we have here at the moment is that we are, because we're making pellets from the hay, we're able to make quite a bit from that. What's my favorite mod in the Plains and Prairies DLC? Easily the two Ford tractors. I love the two Ford tractors. They are awesome. Right, I think we can leave this over here for now. How are the animals otherwise? Our chickens have no food. Ooh, that's not good. Our cows have a fair amount of food and our sheep have plenty of food. Okay, so do I have any wheat in store? No, we're out of wheat. Do they eat? Don't think we have anything. Okay, so now I need to go and see harvesting. Peas, spinach, and wheat. Field 9. Oh, and it's just down the road. I don't have a header for my combine. Hey, Ian Roberts, welcome along. Hi, Farmer Doc, welcome along. Hope you're both doing well. I want to... That's not going to give me much wheat at all. It'll be a quick harvest. Borrow the items for that. Because we don't have a header for the combine. Send this tractor down there with just with the hired worker. You about that, please. I harvester. Thank you, David. Welcome along. There we are, get that. Back that up. And away we go. Perfect. So this field with this combine should not take us very long, but I think what we will do, rather than complete the contract, what I'm going to do is do the thing that you can do and buy the crop off the farmer. So we'll buy the crop directly. The way we'll do that is we will take the crop and then cancel the contract, and we'll fail the contract having kept all the wheat. And we'll basically pay for the wheat crop. Which I think is a cheaper way of doing it than buying bags of wheat, if I remember correctly. There is not a stream tomorrow, Farmer Doc. I'm unavailable tomorrow. It's streaming today instead of yesterday and tomorrow. And then we should be back to a normal schedule next week. So Wednesday, Friday, Sunday next week. Done your back. My back hurts at the moment. It's yeah, I'm a bit achy today. As I said, I think it's partly because last night we had a really lovely bottle of wine, but it was quite strong, and I had the worst night's sleep afterwards, and I've just been feeling pain all day today. My hip hurts. My hip never hurts. It's, yeah. But it's, thankfully, 2 more days off this weekend. And so I'm hoping to get some time actually to do some more Farm Sim UK stuff. I'd love to. My plan for Farm Sim UK is to have at least the holding site up by 1st of September. So if I can have the holding site up by the 1st of September and start populating everything, that would be cool. That would be very cool. No, not alone. Between me and my wife. So it wasn't like I drank an entire bottle of wine last night. No, I did not. But it was fairly potent, and as it was fairly potent, I ended up with yeah. Ended up feeling a little bit rough this morning. Both my wife and I said we won't overindulge. We're away for a night. We won't overindulge. It'll be fine. And then we had this, and it was just, oh my god. I have not tried the realistic cattle mod, although I am going to be looking at a lot of realistic mods when we start the realism experiment again. Right. Field here, yes. Okay. This field is not going to take very long. I would have liked to have gotten increased output from it with the header. Or did you? Vsauce music starts playing. Oh man. A lovely evening last night. I just had the most wonderful meal with my wife, and just a lovely day, and got away from the house for a bit, and it was all just really good. But I am feeling it today. But a 16-ounce ribeye with blue cheese. Oh, Thefisherj, that just sounds lovely. That sounds really nice. It was not a bottle of wine each, it was a bottle of wine between the two of us. It was not a lot of wine we drank last night. Nowhere near what I would expect to cause me problems. I think all of this field will fit in this trailer, in the trailer. And what I can work out is how much it would cost me to buy the amount of wheat in this field. It's called getting old. Oh, don't, Jesse. Don't. I don't like it. I don't like any of it. Hey, Francisco Oliveira, welcome along. You know, it's the thing that's got me recently, the one thing that keeps standing out, and I've seen said, and I'd go, oh my god, really, is that right now, in the last couple of months, we've gone from being closer to the year 2000 to being closer to the year 2050, and that freaks me out. That really freaks me out. They did actually. It was from the hotel's own vineyard, and it was a little bit more potent. It really was. Oh. We may get to the point where we can do the next harvest tonight and finish that. Evening, Cavalier Roy. I hope you're doing well. All good? Yeah, things aren't too bad my end. I had lovely nights out with my wife last night, which was very cool. And had a lovely time. Hey Lee, welcome along. Mr. J, thank you for gifting a sub to Cavalier Roy. You sir are awesome. Gifting the Thefisherj, thank you for gifting a sub to somebody else on your birthday. That is really cool, and thank you so much. Hey Lee B1, welcome along. Yeah, this is not going to be a huge amount off here, so I don't think we're going to end up paying a massive amount for the missing crop on here. I think that how much is 10,000 liters of wheat worth? Yeah, 10,000 liters of wheat is not going to cost us much more than about 5,000 for that, so we want to basically half whatever this is, and that should be the cost of this. So it's not going to be a huge amount that we have to pay the farmer for this wheat, which is good. But this is a nice little tip. If you need a certain type of crop and you have the money to pay the farmer for the failed contract, this is how you can get some crop that you need without having to buy pallets of it. Tends to be a really good way to get things like feed for pigs. Field flipping, for me, field flipping feels a little bit cheaty because there's no downside to it. So with this, you have to put in the effort to harvest the field, and then on top of that, you don't get anything back other than the crop. So there's nothing you get really other than the crop. Whereas I feel that, although actually using its own equipment, I do get charged for it as well. Field flipping feels very much like pinching the crop without putting the work in. But I suppose if I stand back a little bit, I can go, oh yeah, I suppose doing the contract and taking the thing. Oh, but I am paying for the, that's the difference. I'm paying for the crop. I don't get the money back that I'm paying for this crop. Whereas if I field flip, I'm not paying for the crop. I don't end up, it doesn't end up costing me any money to do the field flip. That's the difference. I feel doing it this way, I'm buying the crop from the farmer. I knew there was a reason why I prefer doing it this way rather than field flipping. No? I agree. Do you know what? I think I don't mind fields reselling for full price. But I think the value of the field should depend on the state of it. So if a field has no crop planted, then the field should be cheaper than if the field is fully planted. And that way, if you go in and you try and field flip, you're going to lose money on it, which is fair enough because you've removed the crop from it. That was quite a nice feature. Definitely Thefisherj. You wanted to simplify the way of doing it. You'd change, you'd not necessarily do it with the cropping, but you'd change how the price of a field depending on the time of year. So a field would cost a lot less if you bought it in, say, January than it would if you bought it in August at the height of harvest season. There must be a way to work out the value of a crop in a field. Ooh, I quite like the idea of doing that as a mod. Just checking mods. I might need 4 maypole as I'm swimming in milk, etc. Looking for a distributor. There is a distribution mod, I think, if I remember correctly. Come out in the not too long ago. Rather than crop, use the potential yield value is red. Yes. Yeah, potential yield value is, so if I jump out, it's not, yeah, I need to, it is available somewhere, isn't it? Yes, so potential yield value would basically be added onto the top of the field price. Yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense, Roy, definitely. So yeah, about 17,000. I don't know how much is in the trailer. We'll have a look. We're gonna empty this and then see how much we end up with. This will mean that we have feed for the chickens. 16,000 liters, 17,000. So this is gonna cost us about 9,000, just under 9,000, I think. It's less scripted than yield value has always been used in both PF and field state. Oh, really? Okay. Hey, King Scorpion, the field state mod might be a good one for me to look at if I wanted to create a lure mod along those lines then. I think I need to put a roadway in that runs from here up the side of these two fields here. Back to the main farm, because I do drive up here fairly often. It might be extended info display. Extended info display definitely shows that kind of information. It's just, let's be... Take the strain of the milk and can focus on the yeast and sugar mill is chucking out instead. Nice. Don't know how much this will go into the chickens. So how much, how many, so 17,092. So 17,092 at highest price, but I think it'll only charge us about average price. But highest price would be 718. Which is about 3/4. So 3/4 of 18 is 18 divided by 4. Is 4.5, 9, 12, no, 9, 13,500 we're expecting this to cost. Get this unloaded into here. Right, and then we'll end the contract. So that one there, and cancel it. Yes. Oh, wow, that's actually really good. 8,241 we're playing for those crops. That's not bad at all. So now I could just do it with my trailer. I might just do it with my trailer. Gone past it twice. Let's do it with this. Down to half charge on this. At some point, we are going to have to get a charger on the farm. Right. Down. Well, I thought you weren't going to be... No, Sea Beast. I said I was going to be on Saturday because I can't be on Friday or Sunday. I was busy last night and I'm busy tomorrow night, so I have to do Saturday instead. Right, 5,000 litres. Is this going to be enough to feed the chicks? But that's all the eggs that we've accumulated so far. I think this might all go in. Yeah, because I'm not normally on a Saturday. I may do a farm on Maple. Nice. Right, chickens. Okay, actually, that's about 3/4 full. So that field should give us enough to refill the chickens twice. I wasn't partying. I was out with my wife last night. It was very nice. Lets you put a distributor point near a trigger and it will store said output into a warehouse which then be distributed from. Yes. I think you're right. Oh, look at that. I got it within 144 litres. Perfect. Now, it cost me 8,000 for the feed for our chickens, essentially. How much would it cost me if I bought the feed directly? Where are we? Animals, here we are. Food. If I'd bought chicken feed, yeah, it would have cost me an awful lot more money. So for 18,000 litres, it would have cost me 27,000 for the same amount of chicken feed. So buying it direct from the farmer like that has saved us £19,000. Are you still debating the map update for this map? No, I've updated it. Steam fan. This is the updated map that I'm on now. But that's premium wheat. Oh, what? That I've harvested, or that I'm getting from the... well, for the feed wheat is not premium wheat. Really is not. If there was something more to it for chicken feed, it would be worth it. But yeah. Right. That is everything done on here because our animals are all good. Nope, we're not removing all main farm roads. Still a great demand at the bale sale. Crops still aren't ready, but I think we can go and mow the grass. So let's get... Right, yeah. Where's my... There it is. Hey Bart, welcome along, and thank you very much. We'll go cut the grass and get that tethered and rowed up. And then we can follow around with the big Roy. Where did I put the mower? Ah, there it is. Oh, what? The big Roy? Right, and then do this. Going to give it a couple of headlands. Okay. Go whichever direction it wants to go. Head is behind that. We can ease in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, clipped it on the way out. I'm half tempted to return that because I don't think I'm going to be overly doing any bales with it. Now, is this wider? Yes, very much. So we'll leave that off for now. Turn that off. This gonna put on the in fact no, so what I want to do is this can go on here. Got this over here. While I'm waiting for everything to sort itself, we want this. That off. And okay, beginning to get to the point where a small forklift might be useful, just to handle stuff around the sheep and the goats. Really, I think we want to get the mower to do one field and then set the tether doing the second. Oh no, that's not a full thing of goat's milk. Was the previous one for? I think it was saying no more space for goat's milk, wasn't it? That is 810 liters. I'm not sure that is a full pallet of goat's milk, actually. $810 seems wrong size. Yeah, that's only 81%. Let's see if putting it back on here, it actually fills it. Whether it just sits at 810. I'm intrigued by that. Right, let's go park that up. To increase days per month there, and did the same on Riverview in 17. Had to switch to 6 days per month because I had so much to do planted season. Running a 15 speed as well, but oh wow, yeah, no, that will do it. I find 5x is almost the sweet spot pretty much if I'm doing 2-day months. I do think that there does come a point though where you do have to add more days. I had it at the end of 19 with the realism experiment there. We were having, there was so much to do on Bessie Beneath that we were ending up, we had to add a 3rd day every month to get everything done. Right, I'm just gonna disconnect this here and go and move the overloader because that shouldn't be parked up here. Yeah, I kind of think we would need the really big tractor, the other really big tractor, to run this overloader and to run the pellet. First time watching live, normally watch it video on YouTube, but I love it both. Oh, thank you, Bart. Oh, jeez. Come on. No, straight. Go straight. You. Now, turn sharp. And back it up, and we are in. Yeah, if you are ever watching things back, I find that if you run a live stream at 1.25 or 1.5 times, you can watch a 3-hour stream in just slightly less time. It's how I watch Critical Role stuff. I watch Critical Role at like 1.25 times speed, which just, you know, shortens the whole video a little bit, but still makes it very watchable. Do 2 times, yeah, 2 times works. Sometimes it can be a little bit less watchable, but yeah, 2 times is a good way to watch live streams as well. I don't need the GPS for this because I'm basically going to go through and do 2 rows at a time following behind the mower. And then when this field is all done, what we can do is go and do the get the mower going on the next field while we row and pellet this field up. And we can use this tractor to do the wind rowing, because I want to use the other tractor to do the carting. To do 2 times, but I haven't done it in a while, so probably couldn't keep up anymore. Well, it's a nice mellow stream, so these streams might work for 2x quite well, quite possibly, if you want to get through my stuff. Watch it all, which I of course do advise. Round the corner, there we go. Didn't miss any. It worked. Great. But doing it this way does mean the mower needs to do twice as much as we're doing in this. Has to cover twice the distance. But it does move fairly fast. I mean, the mower is moving just under twice the speed of this. Don't know whether, I think the mower is going to keep going that way. Yes it is. Hey, Sukhpreet Singh, welcome along. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I apologize if I have not. Oh, sugar beets. I'm gonna have to do sugar beets. I don't have to do sugar beet on here, but I'm gonna have to at some point. Need them for pig food or sugar and yeast. So what are you doing that requires yeast? I take it that's a bakery mod. Is that the extended productions mod then? If you're making yeast. Sugar harvest would be 2 full streams. Oh yeah, easy. Whenever we've had that before, absolutely is the case. Especially if we're in meal experiment territory where we're doing, you know, 5x. Quite efficient this. There we are. Hey Redman, welcome along. I have 310,000 litres of pig food in storage on Riverbend. Oh wow, that's a lot of pig food. Maypole, you need dough, which needs yeast at the Maps Bakery. It's not flour, just like Gabbloo always added. That's very cool. I love functionality like that. That is awesome. Right, and Jay. Nope. Might be sort of there-ish, maybe. No, actually, there-ish. Not quite as dynamic as the previous shot, but that might be. Right, there we go. Now we're at the point where we're beginning to have to wait for the mower. Don't think it'll take too long. Make 26k a month from pig sales and can soon buy a third pig pen. Pig sales can be really good. Pigs are, I've always said, I think pigs as a way of profiting in farm sim are underrated. Because so long as you can keep them fed, they will make you money. Make sure I'm out of the way, because it's quite possible that the mower could. No, I think he's going to get out of the way that way. It's reversing all the way over there. It is going to do that road first, so I'm going to head up top of the field. We'll park up here and wait for it to do the second. Hey, John Granger, welcome along. The Swather put in reverse Terry. Yeah. He backed all the way across that field then. And then that goes up and back, and we wait for it to come back. And we then basically do every 2 rows. While I wait, let's prepare this bit of kit. It is indeed. Where is it written on it? Written on it somewhere. There we go. Big Roy. I originally had tractor pull animal trailer through lorry one was double the amount. Turns out I was no, it isn't. It's not a huge amount more. There we go. Filled up with molasses. In fact, about the Big Roy, I believe there's only one in real life match by Big Bud 747. Oh, really? That wouldn't surprise me. That absolutely wouldn't surprise me. I'm probably gonna go, well, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna go until about 10:30, but it's 29 minutes past. I'm gonna go until we've finished this field. Once I've done the hay on here, I think we'll finish there tonight. Partly because yeah, I'm a little bit achy, so I don't want to push myself too much tonight. I'm actually going to put this on there, but take us down to maybe about 6-7 miles an hour. There we go. Yeah, that seems to be about the right speed. Need to place the nose of the tractor down these two rows and get both of them about the right pace. once we have this field done, which should make a decent amount of money off the pellets off these two fields. It probably, if we can make 100,000 off the pellets on here, that would be fantastic. We've got about another 100,000 from the oats that we harvested. And then the soybeans should make a decent amount as well. Did I miss any at the end? Ooh, that's got to get up and back before we get down the other end. I don't know if that's going to make it. What do we think, chat? Are we going to beat? I think we're going to beat it. Because it is going double the speed we are, but it also is taking a little bit more time to turn around at the end. Plus, these rows are getting longer too. So by the time we hit halfway through here, this is going to have to reach the end of the next row. KMH an hour. I just need to take a little bit longer to turn around at the end. I mean, that's the thing. You can see it's taking a while to turn around. I don't think the worker quite understands the reverse steering wheels on the swather. It gets confused for a moment. It does a little bit. It's like a mini game in a game, indeed, and a fun mini game this time in Farmson. It has made it, on the plus side. But it needs to get down the other end, up here and back, before we finish this single row. It's an ace. Yeah. Do I farm in real life? Not anymore, Caden. I used to 20 odd years ago, but no, not these days, unfortunately. I grew up on a farm, and yeah, farming was very much part of my life for the first 15, 20 years. Welcome back, Leroy. Oh, we haven't got that many more rows to go, I don't think. And it is on its way back. This field is much more manageable in this shape. Do I miss it? Yeah, I do. I would very much like to have, as I've grown older, I would very much like to have farmed. Going this way is easy enough because the mower overtakes me, and so I'm following behind it on the next road. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know if I would have been as involved in computers as I am now, and as a result, I don't know if streaming and gaming and that kind of thing would be as much a part of my life. I think life would have had to have gone very differently earlier on for me to have ended up in farming. I took a very different path early on because of, I mean, partly because farming was not going in a good direction when I was going through school and going through university. So farming as a whole, I think, would have had to have been would have had to have been in a different place. Loud 808. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the BFN. Yeah, farming in general, back in sort of the late 90s, early 2000s, wasn't in a good place. And as a result, well, in fact, in the mid-90s wasn't a good place. And so, as a result, the career path I pursued at the time was a computer's career path, not a farming career path. I still maintain if I won the lottery, I would get a farm. I may not farm it day to day because I have not gone to agriculture college and I don't understand everything. But I would certainly want to own a farm if I did that. Do the gentleman farmer thing. And of course, then I'd have a barn and stuff to store my David Browns. Yeah, I think if I won the lottery, my collecting thing would go into tractors, because I would love to own a Ford 7810 Silver Jubilee edition. Those just look beautiful, and they didn't sell well at the time, but I really love that tractor in silver. Yeah, this isn't quite it. Hey Carol, welcome along. Love to own a farm, and I would learn how to farm, plus become the first English player and the last one to come on VIP 80. I think I would approach my brother to help me do the farm. I think I would go, hey, I'm buying this. Do you wanna run a farm? Because I think Reaver would be great at it. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you, Steam fan. Become a VIP 18 on Last War. You have to be okay. Well, it's simple, Thefisherj. Apply to be a Giants partner, and then buy lots and lots of copies of Farm Sim using the link, and become a gold partner. It'll cost you less money. Hey BP, welcome along. Please note that this is a 13+ stream. We are family friendly here, but for legal reasons, we are a 13+ stream. Thanks, Clark's has become much more widely. Yeah. Unfortunately, Roy, I don't see that changing with anybody who could potentially come into power in the next decade. Nobody has that kind of focus on farmers. Even those who say they have that kind of focus on farmers don't. Anyway, jeez. How long have I been playing FS Loud? I have been playing FS25 since before its release. I had early access. I started playing FS25 on the Wednesday before the official release. And I started putting content out on the Friday before official release. 5 VIP 18s with an estimate of... This is the thing, Thefisherj. That is just feels like such a waste of money. They're the whales that Last War want. You know, that's what funds their entire thing. I'm gonna go Chinese or Russian. I maybe an American in there, but I think most of it is probably Asia. So China, maybe Japan, maybe Korea. Oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense, Thefisherj. I was thinking from a gaming point of view, not who has the most obscene money to throw away on a game that advertises using false adverts on YouTube. So it's funny because we rely heavily on farmers. Yeah, it's right. So I think we are very much set up in a position to be able to get pellets made next time. Well, actually, I don't want to leave my mower in the shed. 1, 2, turn off. My dad has been farming 17 years and still has the tractor that started at John Deere 5020. Nice, Caden. Yeah. My dad hasn't farmed for the last 23 years. Sold up the farm. And unfortunately, with recent health stuff, he would be in no position to do it now at all. I'm half tempted. I'm half tempted to do something special for him at some point. But we'll talk about that later. Right. That's where I'm going to save it for this evening. And we will pick up on Wednesday. Perfect example of relying heavy on farmers is takeaway food and animal produce, and we need them to look after the countryside to help our wildlife intakes and stuff. I think, do you know what? That is something that I think is very underappreciated about farmers and farming. Farmers are and have been for centuries the custodians of our countryside. So farmers look after the land. Farmers have always looked after the land, and especially the smaller farmers have always looked after the land. You get into the industrial farming, and I think at that point it's very much less about looking after the land and far more about just churning over and making as much money as you can out of it. But smaller farmers, they definitely are custodians of the land, and they look after it, and they know that if they look after it, it's going to give them a good return. You know, if they don't have, and that then leads to better food, because you end up having to put less extra things on. You know, less herbicides, less pesticides, less fertilizer, less fake fertilizer, that kind of thing. And that is something that gets overlooked an awful lot. And I think there's a severe danger that kind of thing could be lost if we don't look after our farmers. So yeah, I think it's been a concerning time for a few years, and I really hope to see a turnaround, because I'm not a fan of the big industrial farms. Certainly in the UK, I'm not a fan of the big industrial farms. I don't think big industrial farms suit this country and suit how farming has always been in this country. So yeah, I'd much rather see smaller, more family-run farms. I think they are the backbone of our food and our food security, and I would very much like to see those thrive, and I think it's being made very difficult for them to thrive. But anyway, enough of me trying to dance around a subject. I will be family-run farms appreciate the land. You are absolutely right, Cavalier. Absolutely right. JW Poe and Bloodwolf NL, thank you both for resubscribing. You are awesome. I'm sorry I missed yours, Bloodwolf. I will be back on Wednesday. We are we're going to be doing the pellets, the hay pellets on Wednesday. Well, there seems to be a few people doing some farm sim tonight. Let's see if any of them are people I'm following. I am going to send you to Sparks, because Sparks is awesome and he is streaming. So go say hi to Sparks. He is a fantastic streamer. JW JW Pro, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the channel. You are awesome. Who have we got coming in on the subs then? Barry J, STK 2020, Lone Wolf Stew, RR Band God, and Striker_83. Welcome to the subscribers. If you've received a gifted sub from JW Pro, please give them tag in the chat because he is awesome. And what a fantastic way to round out this stream. Yeah, as I said, I will be back on Wednesday. I don't know what's happening with my video creation at the moment. If I can move myself forward, I will do. We will have videos coming back soon, but I just need to get over this hump that I'm on and find the time to do it. So we'll see where we are. We can't have a hype. Do we? We don't really have a hype train. We have a hype train. We actually do have a hype train finishing this stream off. That's nuts. Also, I think my children are listening to my music because this is very quiet. Oh no, it's just an error. Okay, let's do that. Get some music in the background while I'm chatting and while the hype train's going on. Fisher J, thank you for gifting a sub to Steam Fan V2123. You are awesome. Oh, my pleasure, Barry. Yeah, I will be back on Wednesday. Fisher J, thank you for gifting a sub to Sea Beast 4 as well. You are awesome. Oh, that's very, very kind of you, Fisher J. Thank you so much. And this is a proper low energy hype train. It's such a low energy hype train. We're on level 3 at 28%. And I had set up a video. 1,111 gifted. That is awesome, Fisher J. Thank you so much for that. As I said, I have an aim. I have 2 aims for the next year. In the next year I want to pay off all my debt, and I want to hit 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. So those are the 2 things I'm aiming for. The 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Sorry, 500,000 is out of possibility. But on YouTube, just so that we can have a check while we're doing this hype train, we are at 46,534 subscribers. JW Poe gifting another 5 subs to the channel. Thank you so much, JW Poe. 60 in total. Cyber FYD, Nortol, Voxbull, Z00F01D, and Alpha Q48. Welcome to subscribers. If you've received gifts up to JW Poe, please give a thank you in the channel, in the chat, because he is awesome. Oh wow, that's a level 4 hype train, people. That's amazing. It's got another 14. What am I going to do for 4 minutes and 18 seconds? Did we go? I didn't what? I don't know what on YouTube there is for the Cavalier Roy. Thank you for the 1,500 bits. You sir are awesome. Thank you so much. Now, I kind of have a bit of a blanket permission from DJ, and I don't know if this will... So DJ is not over there. JW Pro, thank you for the 100 bits of applause. You are awesome. We've achieved level 4. I'm going to snooze the advert. Yeah, I don't think I don't know if let's switch over to this. Probably gonna put my wheel cams over DJ. DJ Go Ham is awesome. If you're not watching DJ stuff, go watch DJ stuff. He's fantastic. I'm gonna say this because this is obviously his footage. I don't know if this is his footage or this is a preview. I don't know if I've been sent this. I might have been sent this. It's very possible. Do you know what? I'm going to go and have a quick look. Rather than pinching GJ's video, I don't know if they've just sent this to gold partners or they've sent it to silvers as well. So I will go and have a look. because I've been out of the loop for the last couple of days. Hello, Giants. Have you sent me something? And I've not seen that you sent me something. Oh, yes. And we had fact sheets yesterday as well, which I haven't gone over. Okay, I think I've been sent this footage. Let me just grab this and we can have a look. Because I think, and I might record this and make some shorts, maybe. Let's have a look and see what we got. I need to put this in my library in Farming Simulator 5. That is Farming Simulator, right? Let's go. This is Mercedes-Benz, so I stick it. And we'll download this as well. Let me show you this. I need to check. I need to check that I have that. I think this is stuff that I will check this before I. No embargo, so I can show this. I absolutely can show this. So we can have a look at this, and I can show this. And I won't be breaking any embargoes, which is fantastic. It is telling me there's another 2 minutes left on this. We are on a level 5 on the hype train. And it's 11 o'clock. I wasn't going to go this late. Oh, come on. Finish downloading. I want to look at this Mercedes stuff because I haven't looked at this. And this came out yesterday. This is some B-roll that have been sent over to me by Giants showing stuff off. That was 37 seconds left, chat. 37 seconds. We have dropped down here. Yeah, the whole it's finishing the stream. That's meant that people have left before I have a look at this. It's only 6 p.m. Yeah, it is 11 p.m. here. But thankfully, I've got to be up. I've got to be up and do some take my kids to swimming lessons in the morning. So come on. Okay. So here we are. JW Poe gifting another sub to Jesse. Ooh, that is not playing well. There we go. That is a cool looking bit of kit. Just kind of want to let it play. I'm going to have to go and have a look through this video and see what else it's got. What do I like most about the DLCs coming out? I love the not the MB tracks, the oh, what are they called? The little trucks. I think they're going to be fantastic all-rounders. Unimogs, thank you. Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's not running very well at the moment. My computer's not very happy about this. I think I need a new hard drive. Yeah, look. So there we go. So there is the screen that everybody's talking about, has been talking about, working in the Unimog. I wonder if that's a feature that is coming in with the next update, or whether that's a feature that is going to be something you need to install on a vehicle, or whether it's unique to the DLC. If it's something that's I mean, that's the bit I want to see. I'm gonna have to go over this and maybe make some shorts and things. I think that that's going to be really neat, and I'm really hoping that we see that as a feature across everything and not just in the stuff in the DLC. If not, FS28 will have that feature, because that will come across to the next version of the game and be base game. So it's exciting for 25 in the DLC. I did close out FS25. It's not that. It's because I'm downloading something else onto that drive. I need to replace all my drives with SSDs. Currently, I've got 2 hard drives that aren't SSDs. Yeah, it's because they're big drives. My video drive and my file drive, I think my file drive is 3 terabytes and my video drive is 4 terabytes. And buying a 4 terabyte and a 3 terabyte SSD is a wee bit expensive. They're not cheap things. I look like a cop. Thank you, Northwest. I'm not. Right, I'm gonna leave it there because it is the end of the night and I need to get on. Yeah, hopefully it's coming with the update and not necessarily the DLC, and it's something that can be get out to there. Got to update course play to play on the new map. Oh, well, that'd be good. Right, Sparks. We're gonna go see Sparks over on YouTube. I will be back. Oh, it's over on Twitch. I will be back on Wednesday. Come join us. We're going to be making hay pellets and hopefully a lot of money from that. If I can get videos out, I will. I might try and put something out. I might try and, as I said, I might try and put out a supercut of the Silver Run Forest so far and see if I can make a Silver Run Forest video this week if I have some time. We'll see where we go. It's just gone 11 o'clock here, Loud. It's 11 p.m. here. Right. So with that, all that remains. Oh, no. We've got to say thank you. I really have to say thank you tonight because we've had a hype trend. JW Poe, thank you for all your gifted subs. You are awesome. Cavalier Roy, thank you for your bits. You are awesome. Fisher J, thank you for all your gifted subs. You are awesome. Bloodwolf NL, thank you for resubscribing. You are awesome. JW Poe, thank you for resubscribing as well. You are awesome. Average Viking as well, thank you for resubscribing. You are awesome. We will leave it here, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. If you're over on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Massive thank you to all of my patrons, my YouTube channel members, and my Twitch subscribers. You guys are amazing. Your support not only helps the channel to keep going, it also helps everything to grow as well. So thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. If you have yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.